Imagine a time, more than a century ago, a land of incredible richness, culture, and history, but shrouded in silence. This was India, under the rule of the British Empire. Generations were born into a reality where their own country wasn't truly their own. The air was thick with a quiet suffering, a deep, unspoken ache for freedom. In the heart of this silence, a powerful idea was waiting to be born. An idea that would unite millions. Bankim Chandra Chattopadhyay. He wasn't a soldier or a politician, but a writer, a thinker. Living in the 19th century, he looked around and saw his people's spirit being crushed. He believed that true freedom doesn't start on a battlefield. It starts in the heart. He began to imagine India not as a piece of land on a map, but as a living, breathing entity. A mother, a divine figure, suffering, waiting for her children to awaken her. It was during one of the darkest times, the devastating Bengal famine of the 1870s, that this vision took form. Surrounded by starvation and the cold grip of foreign rule, Bankim Chandra penned a novel called Anandamath, and within its pages he placed a poem, a prayer. It wasn't just a song, it was an act of pure devotion. He called it Vandemataram, I bow to thee, mother. It was a desperate, beautiful cry to the motherland, born from pain and profound love. But a song written in a book is just words on a page. How does it become the heartbeat of a nation? Vandemataram began a journey of its own. It quietly slipped out of the pages of Anandamath and into the hearts of the people. It was whispered in villages, sung softly in study circles in the cities. It traveled from person to person, not just as a song, but as a secret code of shared identity. It gave a name and a voice to the feeling that millions shared, a love for their motherland. Then, in 1896, something incredible happened. At a session of the Indian National Congress, the great poet Rabindranath Tagore stood up and sang Vandemataram in public for the first time. He gave it a melody, a soul. The song was no longer a secret. It became the anthem of the Swadeshi movement, the powerful call to boycott British goods and embrace Indian identity. Shouting Vandemataram in the streets became the ultimate expression of defiance. It was the emotional war cry of an entire generation fighting for its soul. The British saw this. They felt the power of those two words. They saw how a simple song could unite millions against their empire, and they were terrified. So they did the only thing they could think of. They banned it. Singing Vandemataram became a crime. Public gatherings were broken up if the chant was heard. But this suppression had the opposite effect. Every time the British tried to silence the song, it only made people want to sing it louder. To utter Vandemataram was no longer just a slogan. It became an act of incredible courage, a personal sacrifice for the dream of a free India. Think about that for a moment. A song so powerful it was considered a weapon. What was once a forbidden cry of rebellion, whispered in fear, is now sung freely in our schools, in our assemblies, across our nation. The journey from a banned anthem of defiance to a celebrated expression of unity tells the story of India itself. From suppression to freedom, from a dream to a reality. Today, Vandemataram is honored as India's national song. Its words, written in a blend of Bengali and Sanskrit all those years ago, have not changed. But its meaning has grown. It carries the memory of every freedom fighter who chanted it as they faced down an empire. It echoes with the hopes of a billion people. It's not just a song, it's a time capsule, a reminder that a nation's spirit, once awakened, can never be silenced. Vandemataram.
La